Hi and welcome back to the channel. My name is Drew and this is the Just a Guy Linux YouTube channel. This is the second video that we're going to use Openbox on Debian Stable. I wanted to open up the discussion a little bit on the reasoning behind Openbox as a choice. When I first started using Linux, like most people, I went through Linux Mint and Ubuntu and so on until I got to the point where I wanted to try something new, maybe not a desktop environment, and maybe just a window manager. And Openbox was the first one I tried. And it is really good. But I did want, for full disclosure, I wanted to just tell you that it is not something that's currently being developed. Now, does that matter to me? No. The answer is no. And I'll tell you, it doesn't matter to other people too, because there is a Debian stable distribution called Crunchbang++. If you haven't seen it, you should take a peek at it because, man, it's good. Not only is Debian 11 really good, but this distribution installs a custom Openbox with it. And so if you aren't really that interested in doing your own Openbox customization, then give Crunchbang++ a try. It's very good. Okay, excuse me. I wanted to go ahead and tell you off camera, I installed this Koger GTK theme and the Koger icon theme, okay? And I want to talk to you a little bit about the OpenConf. Now, the same thing here. So if I go to Settings, Openbox Configuration Manager, it's the same as this OBConf, okay? And I want to go to the desktops. Now, when I look at this Tent 2 panel, which is something that we started using the auto start for Openbox. I don't know if you guys saw that, but if you were not here for the previous video, okay, we did an Openbox installation and went on to go edit the auto start for our needs. And auto start in it has the PyCom, Dunst, Fay for wallpaper, and then the Tent 2 panel, as well as volume and network manager applet. Okay. So with this OBConf, this is the Openbox Configuration Manager, I'm going to go ahead and remove the unnamed desktop and just say 1. Notice that changed right away. Okay. I'm going to 2 and 3. So there are actually 4 desktops. So if I go here, send to desktop. Oh, and look at this. It says desktop 4, and that shouldn't say, it should just say 4. Let's see if I can fix that just by kind of like redoing it again. So 4. Huh, okay. Well, it did it this time. So anyway, let's move on and let's close this. Now we can go ahead and use this launcher to get to the Tent 2 settings. And I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. Now there are a bunch of themes for the Tent 2 panel, and you can try a number of these. Like I just tried this vertical light transparent, and that's a really good one. But I kind of want to stick with just the old standard default one for right now. And I want to go ahead and click on Edit Theme. Okay. Now, in this, I'm going to leave these 2 for you to kind of like determine if this is something that you need to alter. But I'm going to drop all the way down to here to Taskbar. And since we have 4 desktops, this is where you can click on Show Desktops and hit Apply. show a taskbar for each desktop rather, and hit apply. So here's desktops 2, 3, and 4. Now, if you don't want those, then you don't have to have them, okay? You can just click on this, and you can go all the way down here and say show desktop name, and hit that, and hit apply. Now you got nothing there. So there's one or the other. And so what I'd like to do is I just say, if you don't want any if you don't want any desktops, active desktops, then you can just turn it off. So I'm kind of curious whether you guys would want desktops or not, but I'm going to leave them on for now, and I might take them off in a second or two, but because I think most people only use one desktop, okay? But this is definitely the way to do it. So like even if you were here and you said send to desktop, you could send it to desktops 2, 3, or 4, or you can just like move it, which is fine. So I don't know. I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and close. I'm just going to turn it off and hit apply. So we only have one desktop. So let's go to panel. Now I want to make sure you guys understand. I've done this before. I've missed all of the stuff that's down here. Unfortunately, I was like, oh man, I need to have spacing for blah blah blah, and I missed it because it was like below where I could actually see. So make sure you don't be dumb like me, and make sure that you're paging all the way down on some of these things. Again, you can change the position of the tint to bar or tint to panel by just clicking on where you want it, like top center, and hit apply, and it moves all the way to the top here. I'm going to leave it where it normally does, where it normally goes. And watch too, you can also change the height of the panel, as well as you can auto hide. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit apply just so you can take a look. And I'm going to go ahead and click these off. So you have a nice clean panel here. I mean, you still have the right click menu, and we're gonna talk more about this right click menu, okay? But you've got a nice clean panel. Unless you go down here, you can keep it that way, which might be the way some people do. Now, like for example, I watched a video maybe a month ago, and this is when ZaneyOG on YouTube, great guy, was using Debian, and he normally doesn't use Debian, and he installed BSPWM as a tiling window manager, and did not have a bar or a panel or anything. It was completely like blank out of the box. And it looked really nice. And I've been thinking about that more and more. So for those of you that need a panel, go ahead. You can keep this like in auto hide, or you can just go like, like most people, they want to see the taskbar all the time, panel actually, and they're going to turn auto hide off and hit apply. Okay. Now let's talk about the clock for a second. I'm going to skip around just a tiny bit. All right. I do not like this, having 2 lines, second line. So I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to here, and I'm going to go ahead and %A, comma, %B, space, %D, comma, space, %Y, space, %L, colon, and then %M, capital M, and then lowercase %p and hit apply. I don't know, is that good? Or does it need to maybe take one space out? Yeah, that's fine. Thought I might need 2 spaces. 1 space is good enough. Now, check this out. Because Openbox is a little on the old side, Orage or Orage, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but is not here. So like when it says right-click command, if you want a calendar to come out, this is not going to get it done because this is not even being maintained anymore in any of the repositories. If you can go find it, then by all means go to it. But let's pick something that's a little bit more current, and that might be sudo apt install g simple cal. Okay, and there you go. I'm going to close this, and let's say g simple cal for left click, and let's also do it for right click too and hit apply. Okay, so now when I go over here and I click either right or left, there's the calendar. Okay, good. Let's go to the panel items. All right, now you can have, these are a lot of stuff that you can include over here. Now as far as launcher is concerned, notice that taskbar, launcher, system tray, clock, all of these have properties over here in the left-hand side. So in order for me to change anything here, I'm going to go over to this launcher and notice that the Tent2 settings is available. Now they have a bunch of other stuff like .desktop, blah, and these are not, this is just default stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and move these over. And you know what? I don't even, since we have Tent2 settings here, do I need this? No. And the answer is no. And I'm going to go ahead and remove that as well. Now, we are going to move some stuff over. Let's say we want our browser. We want our text editor. Let's say we want this because it might be worth having over there. MPV and Terminator for sure, 100%. And that's good enough for right now. Let's say, okay, and hit apply. Now the only thing that's bad about this is, well, 2 things. One is that the icons are kind of not that good looking. And the other is that they are way too close together. So like I said, you can just scroll on down and there's the spacing for these icons. And you can always, like I said, you can always change the icons size here. But I really just need to space them out. Let's try 8. And 10. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's fine. If we can always go back and make it a little bit more. Yeah, how about that? And good. We're good. Okay. And let's go ahead and close this. All right. So this is the bar now. This is the Tent2 panel now. So we, when we click on this, we can easily get to where we need to go rather than right click and have to find anything. So most people only use about 5 things anyway. So let's see if we can go to the, actually we're right here. Let's go to this and let's custom look and feel. And I kind of chose this Koger. And this background is, I'm not good with color, honestly, but I was kind of thinking that the Manjaro dark might look good with it. Okay, so I'm going to hit apply. And as far as the icon theme, I'm going to go and use the same thing and hit apply. Now, fonts and colors and so on, let's go ahead and close this. And I'm going to try to restart, but I don't think it's going to work. So I might have to exit all the way out. And let's see. Let's go ahead and relog back in. And notice that the icons have changed. Not all of them have. You know what? Let me look real quick. See the taskbar is definitely changed. And I want to go to settings, tint to settings, edit. And let's look at the launcher one more time. And let's go down, icon theme. Maybe we have to change it here too. All right. And so that's good, and hit apply. Oh, perfecto. Okay. So there you go. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Okay. I guess I maybe not have had to do that, but let's this is really good. Okay. Now, oh, that's what I wanted to kind of take a look at. All right. So if you followed the first video, you know what I need to do? One more thing, guys. Let me go into these settings, because what I definitely need is PCMan FM in this panel down here. So I'm going to go to settings, tint to, and I'm going to go edit this theme. And I'm going to go to the launcher and include that here. And hit apply. Just so that I have it right there. Okay, awesome. Now, okay, so what I want to do is look at this. See how this kind of makes everything look a little like dated? I'm talking about the very top of bar. And it's a theme. So like, let me close this and open that. So see how this is blue, and the theme can just be changed by by changing it here in this Openbox configuration. Now, none of these are to my liking, even though there's nothing wrong with them. But like I was about to say, this Openbox install, okay? The Openbox install that I wrote a script for has this Nordic Openbox. And what I would like you to do, if you choose to, is I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and I'm going to put this in the I'm going to put this, I think it's just .themes, right? Let me create a new .themes and paste. Okay. So when I go to OpenConf, it's called Nordic, right? I might have put it in the wrong place. I did definitely put it in the wrong place, didn't I? All right, well, let's do this. I apologize. This is why I don't, this is why, what an idiot. What an idiot. All right, I'm gonna go copy, and then go up to themes, and then hit paste. What an idiot. Okay, and now when I go to OpenConf, it should be there. And there it is, Nordic Openbox. And when I click on that, notice how this top bar has changed significantly, okay? So now when I go and I go to this, notice that the minimize, the maximize, and the close are really much more modern. And so this looks pretty darn good to me. All right, I am 20 minutes in, and I think that's where I'm going to stop. But overall, I'm very happy with the way this looks right now, okay? And so maybe next time we will look a little bit more with the login manager and maybe a couple other things. So talk to you soon.